Hi, kindergarten. It is work time on Wednesday. Let's take a look. We're going to use this book right now. But first, I want to tell you, if you have anything left in this word book, I would like you to do it. Okay? So I don't know if you have shapes. Do you have the shapes at the end? Square, triangle, rectangle, circle. Mrs. Castellano doesn't remember what your books look like. This is an old student's book. You did the colors. There's pencils. But I think you have the shapes left. So I'm going to just do the shapes real quick. Ready? Square. S, Q, U, A. Mrs. Castellano's pencil needs sharpening. Square. Triangle. Rectangle. So you probably don't have the words written underneath, kindergarten. You might have to ask your mom or dad to. Or maybe you can ask Alexa, how do you spell square if mom's busy? Or maybe you have an older brother or sister you can ask. And circle. You can try your best to sound it out too. Then you take a crayon. Mrs. Castellano has so many crayons right here. You can draw a square, remember? A square has all the same sides. A triangle is 3 sides. A rectangle, 2 sides short and 2 sides long. And a circle. Okay, kindergarten, now be the end of your word book. You'll be all done with your word book. Okay, let's take a look here. Where did we leave off? This Castellano has the color of the cover. I think we left off. There we did stir, mix. Oh, strain. Strain. So some people strain their pasta so it doesn't have water, but if you made like some carrots in some water, you'd want to strain them. Okay, I will learn to strain. With pasta, it's what you'll do. Get rid of the water so it's just right to chew. Some people don't think you should strain pasta, but you take it out with a strainer. You don't want the water, but not to like dump it in the sink. Okay, ready? I will learn to strain. With pasta, it's what you'll do. What you do. Get rid of the water so it's just right to chew. Strain. This word says toss. It sounds like a ball, right? Like you toss a ball. Let's see. Toss. I will learn to toss using salad tongs. You know salad tongs? Sometimes when I toss, I sing my favorite songs. So you can, you have all the vegetables, you cut them all out, you put them in a bowl, and then you take the tongs and you toss the salad. Okay, ready? I will learn to toss using salad tongs. Sometimes when I toss, I sing my favorite song. Kindergarten, let's do one more today. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to stop there. We're going to just do this one, toss and strain today, okay? And then we'll do the other ones tomorrow. Okay, kindergarten, let's take a look at where we are in math, okay? We're doing 2 pages today, 188 and 189. Ready? There we go, 188, 189. So let's take a look here. We're looking at a new coin, a quarter. Do I have a quarter? I do have a quarter. It's right here. This is my quarter. My quarter is a little bit different because it has, I can't read that. Harper Ferry on it. John Brown Fort. So it has like, sometimes they release special kind of quarters, but usually it has a head on one side and an eagle on the other. Okay, ready? Look and talk. Okay, so I have some dimes and nickels. She says, I have 5 dimes and I have a quarter. So if you counted by 5, so this is worth 25 cents. 25 cents looks like this. A 2 and a 5 and then the cents. So 25 cents is actually like 2 groups of 10, 2 dimes, and 1 nickel. So she says, I have 5 nickels. So if we count it by 5s, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So 5 nickels would be the same as 1/4. Okay? So that's what we're doing. And then we'll take a look over here. So 1/4, how many cents? 1/4 is 25 cents. Okay? So here we have a quarter and a nickel. Right? It's hard to tell. So it's 25 and 5. So what's 5 more than 25? So if we grab the 25, let's start on the number 25. 25, and let's count 5 more. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. We have 30 cents here. If we had coins, if we were at school, I would give you guys all coins and we would count together. So here I have 25 cents. 25. Oops, Mrs. Castellano made it upside down. 5. 25, and I have 10 cents. That's a dime, right? My cents in, so I should have just labeled all these. Okay, so 25 and 10. Well, we know 5 more, which is half of 10, is 30. We can add 5 more, but let's try. 25 plus 10. Let's count. 25. Let's grab the 25. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. A quarter and a dime is 35 cents. Okay, now here I have a quarter, which is 25 cents. I have a dime, which is 10 cents. I have another dime, which is 10 cents. Okay, so I have 25, 10, and 10. Okay, so I know that 25 and 10 is 35, right? Because it's right here. See, I don't have to work harder. I have to work smarter. I already know that 25 and 10 is 35. So I can grab the 35 and add 10 more. 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. 45 cents. Now, another way you could do this, kindergarten, if you really wanted to, you could draw tally marks. You could draw 25 tally marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups of 5. Then I have to add 2 more groups of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I have to add 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoops. 5. So that'd be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. The same thing. Because remember, each group of a tally mark is 5. So you draw the 4 lines, and then you do a line across. Okay, kindergarten, that's what we're doing in math today. Let's find out what is going on in the night at dawn. Remember where they were? They were in the armory, and then Jack tried on a helmet, crashed the whole room. Then 3 guards came and took them to the dungeon. And when they were about to get locked up in the dungeon, Annie pulled out the flashlight, and she's like, "This is my magic wand, everyone get down!" And they were like, "Ah!" And then he ran away. Let's find out what happened. A secret passage. Annie and Jack raced up the winding stairs and down a long hallway. They hadn't gone far when they heard shouting behind them. Dogs barking in the distance. "They're coming!" Annie cried. "I'm here," said Jack. He shoved open a door off the hallway and pulled Annie into the dark room. Jack pushed the door shut. Then Annie shined her flashlight around the room. There were rows and sacks of wooden barrels. "I'd better look in the book," said Jack. "Give it to me." Annie gave him the flashlight and his backpack, and he pulled out the book and started tearing through it. "Shh," said Annie. "Someone's coming." Jack and Annie jumped behind the door as it creaked open. Jack held his breath. The light from the torch danced wildly over the sacks and barrels. The light disappeared. The door slammed shut. "Oh, man," whispered Jack. "We have to hurry. They might come back." His hands were trembling as he flipped through the pages of the castle book. "Here's a map of the castle," he said. "Look, this must be a room in here." "It's the storeroom." Jack studied the room in the book. "These sacks are filled with flour and the barrels of wine." "Who cares? We have to go," said Annie. "Before they come back, No, look, said Jack, and he pointed to the map. There's a trap door, he read out loud. This door leads from the storeroom through a secret passage to a place over the moat. To a precipice over the moat. What's a precipice? Said Annie. I don't know, but let's find out, said Jack. But first we have to find the door. Jack looked at the picture carefully. Then he shined the flashlight around the room. The floor in the room was made up of stones. The trapdoor in the picture was 5 stones away from the door in the hall. Jack shined the flashlight on the floor and counted 5 stones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He stamped on the 5th stone. It was loose. He put the flashlight on the floor and he worked his fingers under the thin sheet of stone and tried to lift it. Help, Jack said. Annie came over and helped him lift the stone squares out of the place. Underneath was a small wooden door. Jack and Annie tugged on the rope handle of the door. The door fell open with a thunk. Jack picked up the flashlight and shined it down the hole. There's a little ladder, he said. Let's go. He clipped on the flashlight and felt his way down the ladder. Annie followed. When they both reached the bottom of the ladder, Jack shone the light around. It was a tunnel. They crouched down and began moving through the damp, creepy tunnel. The flashlight barely lit the stone walls. He shook the light. Were the batteries running low? I think our light's dying, he said to Annie. Hurry, she called from behind him. Jack went faster. His back was hurting from crouching. The light was dimmer and dimmer. He was desperate to get out of the castle before the batteries died completely. As soon as he reached another small wooden door, the door at the end of the tunnel, Jack unlatched the door and pushed it open. He poked his head outside. He couldn't see anything in the misty darkness. The air felt good, cool and fresh. He took a breath. Where are we? Whispered Annie behind him. What do you see? Nothing, but I think we've come to the outside of the castle, said Jack. I'll find out. Jack put the flashlight in his pack. He put the pack on his back. He stuck his hands out of the door and he couldn't feel the ground. Just air. I'm going to have to go feet first, he said. Jack turned around in a small tunnel and lay on his stomach and stuck his legs out the door, then the other. Jack inched down bit by bit until he was hanging out the door, clinging to the edge. This must be the precipice, he called. Pull me up. Annie reached for Jack's hand. I can't hold you, she said. Jack felt his fingers slip. Then down he fell. Splash! That's the end of chapter 7. Should I read chapter 8? Okay, I will. The night. Water filled Jack's nose and covered his head. His glasses fell off. He grabbed them just in time. He coughed and flailed his arms. Jack! Annie was calling from above. I'm in the moat, said Jack, gasping for air. He tried to tread water and put his glasses back on, but his backpack and his shoes were heavy. He could hardly stay afloat. Splash! Hi, I'm here, Annie spluttered. Jack could barely hear her nearby. He couldn't see her. Which way's land? Annie asked. I don't know, just swim. Jack paddled through the cold black water, and he heard Annie swimming too. At first it seemed as if she was swimming in front of him, but then he heard a splash behind him. Annie, he called. What? Her voice came from in front, not behind. Another splash behind. Jack's heart almost stopped. Crocodiles. He couldn't see anything through the water in the glasses. Annie whispered, What? Swim faster! But I'm here. I'm over here near the edge, she said. Jack swam through the dark towards her voice and imagined a crocodile slithering after him. Another splash, not far away. Jack's hand touched a wet live thing. Ah, he cried. It's me. Take my hand, said Annie. Jack grabbed her hand and pulled him to the edge of the moat. They crawled over the embankment into the wet grass. Safe. Another splash came the moat water. Oh man, Jack said. He was shivering his teeth. His teeth were chattering. He took the water off his glasses and put them back on. It was misty, so he couldn't see the castle. He couldn't even see the moat, much less a crocodile. We made it, said Annie, her teeth chattering too. I know, said Jack, but where are we? He peered at the foggy darkness. Where is the drawbridge and the windmill? in the Hulk house, in the grove of trees, and the tree house. Everything had been swallowed up by the thick, soupy darkness. Jack reached into his wet backpack and pulled out the flashlight. He pushed the switch on. No more light. They were trapped, not in a dungeon, but in the still of the cold darkness. Uh-oh, kindergarten, what's going to happen? Nay! A horse whined. Just then, a cloud parted and a full moon was shining on the sky. A pool of light spread through the mist. Then Jack and Annie saw him a few feet away. The knight. He sat on the black horse. His armor shone into the moonlight. The visor hid his face, but he seemed to be staring right at Jack and Annie. Wow, kindergarten, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think he's going to be a helper? I don't know. We're going to have to wait till Thursday to find out. Kindergarten, Chapter 9, called Under the Moon. Kindergarten, I hope that you have a wonderful Wednesday. I love you, and I will see you tomorrow.